So I'm in Toronto. I get a DM from 40. He said, how about I go to your city and play a song where someone calls you a pedophile? I'm like, okay. And he goes, I'm fucking giving you the gist because I lost the messages. Basically, I knew you never liked us. I knew you never liked us. You act nice, but you're really a bitch. It's on site. When I see you, look at you, you're laughing. When I see you, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth. He goes, I know you never liked us, which is the craziest to me. I understand the violence, but I know you never liked us. How? Why? Why?
Why?
You
How did you know that? Why did
only supportive and play everything you put out? What are you talking about?
But okay, sure.
It's on site. Oh, there was more. Fuck. It was just like
there's a major part you're forgetting.
What?
What about the out of the blue Free Palestine?
Oh yeah, Free Palestine. I don't know what that meant. It was just in the middle with the Palestinian flag.
We don't know. With the flag?
Is it because he's Jewish? Yeah, he put the Palestinian flag. Is it because he's Jewish or?
I don't. Is he Jewish?
I don't know. I don't know. Then so he's like, yeah, it's on site. You never liked us. Smack you in the mouth. Those are those are the big lines. And
no, he's Lebanese Canadian. I don't know if he's Jewish or not. Doesn't say Jewish.
So I see that message and I'm like, I don't know what he's referring to. I think because I put up a couple of different posts about the battle. And I said, hey, I understand you're going through a lot right now and obviously very upset. I get it. I give it to you, bro. Go ahead. I'm letting it slide. I said, I've been nothing but respectful about this beef, talking only about beats and rhymes. Nothing personal, nothing derogatory. My shit, because I knew this was going to get ugly. And I keep it beats and rhymes. How I like the beats and how I like the rhymes. Hip hop. Calling each other pedophiles and molested and it's disgusting. And I personally hate it. But if it's out in the world and I can get a couple views off of it, I'm going to do it because that's what everyone's doing. So I made a couple of videos about this beef. I said from the beginning, I think somebody needs to drop a club banger because that's the element that seems to be missing from this battle. And I think it will be Drake because that's what Drake does. The next day, Kendrick dropped a club banger. And I was like, I put up another video like, whoa, twist and turn of events. Kendrick put out the club banger. What he said, a minor, all that shit, nothing. Just a club banger that I think people can sing along to because I think when you're sitting there making beef records, you're thinking about grimy hip-hop dudes in a car smoking a blunt, but also, and a lot of people were DMing me, why are you talking about club bangers? This ain't got nothing to do with clubs, da 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 da. And I would write back, bridge is over. I just would write back. I wrote the words bridge is over so many times. Like, beef, somebody wrote, beef is not for the clubs. I wrote back, KRS-One, the bridge is over. Ultimate club banger diss record. Anyway, so that's what I thought he was mad at. I called my boy Cardinal Official. I called Mr. Morgan, who was one of my best friends a long time ago. We haven't spoken in a long time. I felt this was a reason I needed to reach out because he runs a lot of OVO stuff. And I called you to see if maybe he wrote to you too, because I was thinking he was listening to Juan Ep. Turns out it wasn't Juan Ep. Rosenberg pointed out I posted something from the show I did the night before with Chappelle in Toronto, and the Kendrick song was underneath that post. Your Honor, I literally just hired a young man named Matt Bright from Chicago to help me with my social media. He's managing my social media. I gave him a check Monday morning. That post went up. I think I was in Toronto. Oh, Monday afternoon. The first post this kid ever put up for me was pictures from I guess it was the day after. Pictures from the night before of me at the Chappelle show in Toronto with the Kendrick song underneath. I don't know this guy that well. He's friends with my manager. Not knowing the relationship between OVO and Kendrick and all this crazy shit. As a joke, put the Kendrick song underneath a post that I was in Toronto. So I was like, oh, this is what he's mad at. I immediately take it down. I hit the guy, say, hey, anything to do with beef, please let me know. I don't like to get involved with beef in any way. Please don't put up beef songs in my social media.
Also, with it being not like us in Toronto, it's not ideal.
I just don't like beef at all. I wouldn't.
No, but
I don't like being part of it. I hate it.
Probably what led to it was it looked like you were stunting. Look, I'm in Toronto playing not like us.
Right. So then I wrote back to 40. I said, hey, I figured out what you're upset about. Let me explain. I hired this kid to do my social media. He put up that post. He put the song underneath. I immediately took it down. He didn't know. Simple mistake. Here's my explanation. I hope one day we can move on from this. Heard nothing back. Just looked up. I'm blocked. But if he blocked me, that means he read my response. Right?
Yes.
So, and still, Noah 40 Shebib or whatever your name is.
I think it's Shebib.
I don't know how to say it.
I think it's Shebib. I think it's Shebib. Yeah.
I apologize for the miscommunication and misunderstanding. Hopefully, we can continue to be friends. If not, it was nice knowing you. But other than that, please. And I said to him, I wrote this too. I said, please don't threaten me with violence. It's unnecessary. And that was it.
And he didn't reply.
No reply. And I get it. But come on. So here's what I want to say. Me?
Who?
Me?
Who?
Me.
Uh-huh.
You're going to threaten me with a smack in the mouth? Come on, bro. These motherfuckers is out here bodying all of you, throwing you all under the fucking bus. Did you threaten Joe Budden with violence? Did you threaten academics with violence? Did you threaten any of these fuckface internet blog fuckfaces with violence? Did you? That's what I want to know. Because if they didn't get the same treatment, go fuck yourself. How about that?
I couldn't agree with you more.
Because I said nothing disrespectful. Nothing. I watched it as an observer of hip-hop, of a battle. All that shit both of you were talking about was absolutely disgusting to me. And I fucking hate it. I hate beef. I hate drama. I hate that somebody could have died from any of this. It's stupid and it's corny. How about that?
So you analyzed it from a hip-hop perspective. You really, even when we broke it down, I got more into the lyric stuff. You never really commented on the lyrics at all. But again, he probably just saw the clip.
Right.
Decided to be a dickhead. And then when you responded and you said, but you responded and you're like, that was a mistake. Hey, 40, I have an update for you. Quick update. That song is currently the most used song on the whole fucking internet. So it's very plausible that an intern would just throw it up on social media because guess what? Everyone's doing that.
To get social media, part of TikTok is to use sounds that are popular and trending.
Yes.
It's a social media grab. Here's the thing. Bro, if you're a Juan fan like you said you are, I always say, I don't hear lyrics. My whole life, I don't know what any song is about ever. So don't think I was breaking down the lyrics as much as all these people with whiteboards and fucking spreadsheets of every triple entendres Kendrick was making. I don't even fucking know what he's saying. Do I like the beat to Not Like Us? Do I like the hook? It's fire. Fire.
How could you not? Do you have ears?
Fire. The part where he's saying you fuck with little girl, it's disgusting to me. I hate it. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So, anybody out there, any blogs, Rory and Maul? Oh, I finally spoke to Maul.
No, you did? Oh, wow, yeah, a lot happened. A lot has happened.
No, it was nothing. Okay, here's how much I hate beef. I said something about Maul on the podcast when he reacted to the J. Cole saying sorry, whatever. I said, you need therapy. He responded on his podcast, which he had some umph to him, some anger.
There was a level of umph. I sensed some level of umph.
There was enough umph where I was like, oh, this might be more real than just a podcast rant.
Right.
I don't like, if you got beef with me, okay. I don't like leaving unknown, lingering, questionable things. So I called Rory.
I respect it.
I said, hey, I hope, can you put me into contact with Maul? I hope he's not really mad. I didn't mean it like this. This is what I meant. He's like, no, he's not mad, but boom, boom. Gave me his number. I tried calling him a couple times. He didn't answer. Finally, I got him. I said, bro, this is old now. This conversation is old because so much has happened since. But I said, yo, I hope you didn't really take offense to what I was saying. I just use your anger as I am an advocate for therapy, that sometimes people from where we come from let anger and emotion dictate their movements, and sometimes therapy helps. Now, the reason why I said you should go speak to a Jewish woman, because he said, why would I go speak to a white Jewish woman? The only reason why I said that is because my therapist is a white Jewish woman, and she did wonders for me. I should have said a specific Jewish woman, not just any Jewish woman. He laughed it off. He said, never thought it was any disrespect. He goes, I used it for fodder on my podcast the same way you did. I was like, great, we're all good. But conversation. One time I put up a picture of me and Pusha T. Random. Because I just go through my phone, I look for old pictures, and I put stuff up. Random.
All right.
40 hit me up. Yo, why'd you put that picture up? Don't even know what picture he's talking about. What picture? Picture with you and Pusha. Oh, just an old picture I had. I'm just trying to get better with my content of telling old stories. Yo, he disrespected me. He disrespected my community. He said he wanted me dead, and because of the MS and all that shit, I was like, oh, again, I don't listen to lyrics like that. I know you and Pusha and your team had beef. I didn't know he said that specifically. Also, I have a big connection with Pusha T. I was the A&R of the Clip's second album. I broke grinding in New York. I played grinding from January of 2001 and didn't break until Memorial Day. I played it. Huh?
Memorials.
So I have a connection with Pusha T. But to not be a dick and to be respectful of your feelings, I took it down. We had a conversation. I took it down. Why couldn't we have done the same thing about this? Why couldn't we? Because you're going through a lot. Because your team is under fire right now.
We get it.
Literally, someone got shot in front of Drake's house. I get it.
Get it. Yo,
but I'm always the conversation guy. Come on, man. Come on.
This is, you remember the old story about when I was a dick. I admittedly was a dick, but it was good content and it was how I feel. So I wasn't lying. I wasn't being performative. I was just, maybe could have kept it to myself. Remember when I dissed the Drake video and he called me screaming at me? God's Plan.
I don't remember, but yeah.
So I went on the air and I was like, this God's Plan video is corny. Why are you giving out money and showing yourself giving out money and you making yourself a hero? It's corny. I said it was corny.
Yeah. So he yelled at you?
Screamed. Couldn't even
For
tell
what?
Couldn't tell who it was. He was screaming so loud I couldn't tell who it was.
For what though?
Why
saying
did
the video's corny?
Yeah, like why did I have to say that shit? He tried to do something good and I just had to shit on it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I shitting on something he did that was trying to be good? That video of me, it wasn't like it was making the rounds everywhere, as I recall. I don't think it was some big thing. It was just a segment that we did. And here is the issue with 40 and Drake. They want you to treat them. You know what treatment they want in both those cases? They want the homie treatment. They want, like, for example, if 40 was literally your good friend, like your good friend, or Drake, maybe before we talked about any of this, you would reach out, you check in, and you'd be like, yo, I'm going to address it like this, that, and the next. How do you feel about blank? Maybe you would do that because y'all were like friends.
Wait, who? Me?
Yes, like if you were actually close with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Then maybe before we discussed it, you'd reach out and be like, "Hey," and you'd come to the table with some insight because you would talk to them.
But what? But before I put up these videos about the beef?
Well, it's a bad example because in this case, you didn't even say anything.
Yeah. Okay, but I see what you're saying.
But go back to even mine, for example. He wanted to get the homie treatment from me of like, I saw something I didn't like, it was corny. But since he's the homie, I should just ignore it and be like, whatever.
Okay. All right.
But here's the problem. In order to get the homie treatment from human beings, you have to treat those human beings like the homie.
Yeah.
And that's natural. You might call that kissing ass or politics or whatever. But like, even to this day, bro, I haven't even been talking to Kendrick in a few years. I went to a show. They took care of me and got me, tickets to the last tour, shit like that. I talked to Top Dog pretty regularly. I talked to Punch here and there, but I don't talk to Kendrick. He's kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
But even when this shit came up and started happening, they're sending me the song. They're reaching out. They're making contact. They're doing things that remind you have a relationship with someone. Right. I'm a fallible, normal human being. We all want to feel like we're connected to people. That's not unnatural. Drake never does that shit. He latches on to whoever the hottest person is right now. Bobby Altoff, Academics, Aiden Ross, whoever the person of the moment is, that's who he does shit with. Elliot Wilson, when he wants to go do the Rap Radar shit, whoever that person he's feeling at that moment is, but he wants everybody to still treat him like he's this regular guy who's hanging out with everyone. But like, you're not. You're not.
Yeah, I mean, you want the homie treatment, be the homie. And it's not hard. You know who calls me every once in a while randomly to say hi and hangs up?
P. Diddy. Oh, sorry.
No,
no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nori,
yes.
Nori. You know who I love, who I'd go to war with at any moment? Nori. Mano. Like a couple of guys, and I got no beef with any of the other people that don't do it. But I'll tell you this, Nori one day hits rock bottom. He smokes up all his money. I got a couch right here for you, bro.
Actual homie treatment, because that's normal.
My homie was DJ Khaled back in the day, homie. And then I felt he was drifting away from that. And we had a very public argument about it that spread all around YouTube, early days of us on Hot 97. And I said it straight up. I'm hurt that you don't call me like you used to. But I never stop playing your records, playing your songs. If I see you, it's all good. It's all good.
Do you mean that part though with him? Like if he reached out to you still and needed something, you'd look out still?
100%. 100%. I'm not like that, bro. I don't have the time for it. I don't know what it is. I wasn't raised by a dad, so maybe I have like something that's missing where like it's hard for men to say sorry and talk and bro, it's all good. It's all good. I hate myself. You think I have time to worry about you think you fucking asshole who writes me every time I put up a comedy clip, you're disrespecting the art of comedy, go back to DJing. You think that hurts me, sir? It doesn't. I already said it to myself when I did the show, when I edited the clip, and when I posted it.
Exactly. He hates himself. He's got no time for you.
I don't have time for your hate.